The most common way that my clients use cash value life insurance is to use it as a way to supplement retirement income. They're putting extra money now in a life insurance policy so that when they hit retirement age, they have the ability to take money out of this policy, and they know that that money is not going to be taxed, and also that money is going to continue to grow over time. But that is not the only use case for using cash value life insurance. Everybody has a different priority list for what they're trying to accomplish and what time frame and what their money manifesto is. Essentially how they choose to use their money and why. So looking to somebody else to see how they use their cash value life insurance policy is good for getting ideas. But if you take a step back and really understand like what this policy is doing, it's going to open up ideas for how you can use a policy for yourself based on what you are trying to do. The core thing to understand about a custom built cash value life insurance policy is that we are taking the cost of our insurance and paying a lot more than that, right? If our insurance is $200 a month, we're going to put in $1,000 or $2,000 a month in order for us to take advantage of the fact that when money's in a life insurance policy, as it grows, it is not going to be taxed. And then also, when we pull funds out of that policy, if we do it correctly, it is also not going to be taxed. But more importantly, our money continues to grow in that policy as if we never took it out. By creating a custom cash value policy and purposely putting in as much funds as possible in it that the IRS will allow us, we are creating a mini bank for ourselves that allows us to pay less taxes. That also allows us to have our money working in multiple places at the same time. Essentially, you are gaming the system. So you not only have a personal bank, you have a supercharged personal bank. When you're asking yourself, what can I use this policy for? Ask yourself, what do I normally do with funds that I save in a regular bank account? And every person's going to have a different answer to that when we ask, what are you saving for in the short term and what are you saving for in the long term? If you value having your money work smarter for you and multiplying without you doing much, then that is a perfectly sound reason to open a cash value life insurance policy. As long as you have the funds to support doing so, and as long as you are financially stable as a baseline. The most unique use case amongst my clients this past year was actually to use this policy to save for a wedding. This gentleman was saving $1,000 a month for his wedding anyway, so instead of putting that money in a bank, he put it in this policy instead. And we built it out so that in the next 2 to 3 years, he will have a good amount of cash in there. So he's going to be able to take funds out of this and pay for a wedding. But if he had just put that in a bank, once he takes that money out, it will be gone. But because he's using a life insurance policy to save for it instead, not only will he have the funds to pay for the wedding, he also has a life insurance policy. So in the event he passes away, like his future wife is going to be taken care of. And also those funds that he used to pay for the wedding, he can pay those funds back to the policy. Those funds continue to grow. And they can use that policy to then buy their first house, fund their kids' college, fund a business, right? There's all kinds of ways they can keep recycling these funds over and over again, simply because he decided to eliminate the middleman, the bank, and he becomes his own bank, which means that he has more control over what his money is doing, and he has the added benefit of having a life insurance policy as well. Let me know in the comments what your short-term and long-term saving goals are and what you're considering using a cash value policy to save for. Now, before you get too deep in the weeds and imagining yourself with one of these policies, I do want to warn you that not everybody qualifies to get one of these. In this video, I walk you through the core main factors that are going to make or break your ability to get a custom designed cash value policy that you can turn into your personal bank. I will see you there.